Hey guys!
What's up?
We're back with another support video. Sorry we're a little bit late, just a little. The month of March was awesome. We are already in the first week, well really the second week of April.
Happy Resurrection Sunday.
Yes, happy Resurrection Sunday. So March, the Hobson celebrated 8 years of marriage, which is awesome.
It flew by.
It did. Yeah, it did.
We just got married yesterday.
8 years, 2 kids later. It's been awesome.
2 kids.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So we were able to take a short trip away for a couple days, just to celebrate our anniversary and have some time alone, which was really great. When we got back from that trip, we hit the ground running. And last video, we talked about launching a documentary called Remember the Call. Basically talking about HC3 consulting, wanting to consult and partner with other churches to consult on racial reconciliation. And so we were able to have that event towards the end of March. We had a guest speaker come, Dr. Dahadi Lewis. That was really, really awesome. We did a night of just training with our leaders, allowing him to pour into us and encourage us, and then the consulting event that was hosted at the Appomattox Civil War Museum. And it was just a really awesome night. We got to premiere the documentary. Local churches and pastors and their leaders came to view the documentary. And then we just got to share. Dr. Dahadi Lewis got to share, and James got to share why HC3 Consulting.
Right. And in short, HC3 Consulting exists to help churches and nonprofits essentially navigate difficult race conversations, help churches and nonprofits to diversify, hiring, minority candidates, or maybe you're a majority minority placing you're hiring a white individual. But essentially, if you were to ask your parents or your parents' parents or your parents' parents, did you ever go to a multi-ethnic church? That answer is going to be no. And so this is unfortunately the great stain in the American church, racism, and we don't want to just simply say there's a race problem. HC3 Consulting exists to say here's the solution.
Yeah.
So you'll be hearing more about that.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Also, we launched the full documentary, and you can watch it on either our Facebook page
or Instagram.
So if you guys want to see the whole video,
check it out. And we'll love your feedback and comments on it.
Absolutely.
A couple other quick things, and then one big final announcement. Here is how you are helping us by you supporting us. We have currently, from Hill City Community Church, 5 missionaries on the mission field. And the missions is an area we start to lean into very heavily. And we found out that we are lacking in the area of support for our missionaries. With me not having another job outside of pastoring, I'm really able to devote a lot of time really to shepherd these missionaries on the mission field and actually come up with more sustainable ways to connect with them and encourage them. And it looks like my wife and I are going to be taking a trip to Sweden to visit one of our missionaries who really is lonely, struggling with loneliness, and a place where English is not the primary language, and just really lacking, just feeling lonely. So thank you for allowing that to happen, supporting us so we can lean in on our missionaries to see that they need care as well.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, we're also going to be taking a trip to Puerto Rico with the SBC, Southern Baptist Convention, and we're taking a vision trip to see how we can partner with Puerto Rican churches there. And so just briefly, I don't want to make this too long, but one of the things we're doing with our missionary in Sweden, it's a vision I have for even for Puerto Rico, is she's asking for training in some certain areas, and I'm asking her if she would be willing to train people here. Right, she's already on the field, she's already serving, and so I think it's very ethnocentristic and a very American mindedness to think that like, hey, I got all the resources, you just need to be taught from me. I think the other way around is actually you're on the field. Why don't you teach us or teach some people here? with this Puerto Rico trip, I'm excited to not just say, hey, how do we bless you, but how can you bless us? How can you help us reach Spanish speakers? How can you help us reach Puerto Ricans here in the United States? So that's one way we hope to have an equitable relationship with our international partners.
Yeah, been really awesome. And then locally here, it's been really, really cool. So we, as you know, we don't just have live services, but we also stream via Facebook. And there was a lady who was watching we have McDonald's across the street. She was in her car. She didn't feel comfortable coming in the service, but she really wanted to come to church. And so she sat in the parking lot at McDonald's and she watched the service. And on her phone. Yep. And she gave her life to the Lord. And it was really, really, really neat. She ended up, so at the end of the service, she walked over and she said, I just gave my life to the Lord. I need to talk to somebody. And so James and another gentleman at the church were able to come and just sit with her and talk with her about her desire to give her life over to the Lord, and they then connected her with a sister in the body who has been able to step in and disciple her. She is a mother, and so which has been great. She's brought her children. Her family has come, which has been really, really cool. And so that has just been awesome. So our next step is just waiting for a time that we get to take that next step of baptism with her and continued walking in a discipleship relationship with her as well. So that was a really huge victory.
All right, our last, big thing is that we are, really encouraging you all as supporters to continue to support us. We have come up with what we believe is a 5-year plan for support raising, and we believe that July will complete 1 year, and we believe it'll take 4 more years for Hill City Community Church to be able to provide for us a full-time salary. You want me to just keep on
going.
I mean, essentially, if I could talk briefly about how our funds work at Hill City Community Church, we are at a place right now where I could have a full-time salary and we'd be good to go. But we split up what would be my salary about 10 ways, because we believe that there are many areas within our church, between our kids directors, kids coordinators, other areas in worship, just so many other areas that we should honor financially. Even if we can't give them a full-time salary, we believe we should be giving them a stipend. And so with you all blessing and providing for us to have a full-time salary, it allows for us to really have a stipend that we can bless others with, to just say thank you for what you're doing and how you're making disciples through kids, through music, through these other areas that helps us. So essentially we're asking if you would commit for another year, and that'd be July 1st, 2021 through July 1st of 2022, and we're going to be raising support 4 more years for a total of 5 years.
Hopefully that wasn't confusing.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll have another update to you soon.
All right, love you guys.